welcome to our Monday night crafty session. My name is Anne Granger and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the beautiful town of Dorchester, Ontario, Canada. Actually, it's a very snowy town. Oh my gosh. So today is Monday, January 19th, popping on a few minutes before 7. That gives me a chance to make sure that I am in the right direction and I can find myself on my laptop. I hope you've had a great day. As I said, it has been a very snowy, blustery day here. We are sitting at temperatures of -20 with the wind chill. It is so cold outside. It's just enough to be like in and out for what you need to do. Okay, I have found me on my laptop. I'm just making sure that everything looks straight here. So just give me a minute while I adjust everything. I think if you're here, say hi. Let me know where you're watching from. Just give me, and if you're here, let me know if I'm straight. Oh, I think I'm straight now. Okay, so hi, Aunt. Hi, Donna. Hello, Donna. How are you tonight? Okay, hopefully, let me just find myself here on so I can see your comments. All right, where is he gonna open the panel? Hello, Donna, how are you? Donna's watching from here in Ontario. I bet you it's snowing your way too, Donna, because I know where you live. So, yeah, super crazy coldness. Anyways, I like to start our videos with, I always just kind of give us a few minutes to get caught up. So let's just start. As I said, today is Monday, January 19th. Welcome to our Monday night crafty video. So if you're new to my Stamp with Anne community, welcome, welcome. So what I do is each week I pick a product of the week. I usually pick like a stamp set or a bundle and I pair it with some designer series paper. Then on Monday nights I come live to you and I create a scrapbook page, and then I come live to you on Wednesday night and I show you a card class to go where you can create 4 cards. Where I'll create 4 cards, and if you place an order during the week, you will get that card kit in the mail if you live here in Canada. Donna says it's very cold and blistery. Yes, yes, yes. I agree. I always like to start with my video with just showing you some chocolate. I am a huge chocolate fan, and this is what I munch on when I'm in my craft room. I love coming in here, I play music, I create, and I eat chocolate. It is my happy place. What do you eat while you're creating? I have a little bit of everything. Lindor, Hershey Nuggets, some mint smoothies. Yeah, so I need to like eat it up so I can get some new stuff. This is a fun time of year, right? You got leftover chocolate Christmas candy, chocolate from Christmas on sale. Then you got Valentine. Then you go into the Easter stuff. Like, oh my gosh, Cadbury mini eggs, can't wait. All right. So if you're here, say hi. Let me know where you're watching from. And if you're watching on the replay, shout out to my replay warriors. I appreciate you watching. I know this time could be a very busy time of day, or evening. So I'm excited and happy that you are here. So tonight, when I sat down to figure out what I wanted to do this for a week, I wanted to show you the new product of the month. So let's introduce you that, and I'll show you what I'm going to show you that first, and then show you some other things. So if you've been around with Stampin' Up! For a very long time, you would have remembered that Stampin' Up! Did what they called Celebration. Celebration was always in January and February. So the last few years they've noticed Stampin' Up! Was no Celebration isn't doing what they would like it to do. So what they did was they brought out what is called the product of the month. So each month at the beginning of the month, they release a new product of the month that you can add to your cart here in Canada for $5. So you would have to check what it is in your country if you're international. In December, so the program started in December. In December, it was True Blue Designer Series paper. I do believe that is still available. And in January, it's the Fabulous Saying. So I thought what I would start doing is showcasing you the product of the month one time, like throughout the product of the month for one of my product of the weeks. That's a mouthful. So this week we're showcasing the Fabulous Saying. So here in Canada, how the product of the month works. If you are here in Canada and you place a $100 order in my online store before shipping and taxes and any Stampin' Rewards taken off, you can add the Fabulous Sayings for $5. So what it'll say is, You'll be shopping, you'll see like a bar and it'll be like, oh my gosh, you qualify for this product of the month. If there is leftover product from the previous month, you will see that also. Then you get to choose one item for $5. Then you hit add to your cart and it goes in your cart, comes in your order. So Fabulous Saying is a really great stamp set. It says, happy birthday, you're on my mind. Thank you, sending love, hello. You can do anything, so much hooray. To a fabulous find just because, and there are simply no words. So I thought this would be a great week to show you the Fabulous Saying because we really only have 2 more weeks of January, and I really want to make sure that you get this in your collection because it is a really nice one. All right, so then I always like to pair it with some designer series papers. So as I was going through, I had purchased this paper called Mixed Up Pattern, and you can find this in our online store and also in our January to April catalog, and I will show you where that is. It's kind of mixed up. It's just a whole bunch of patterns, but in fun colors. So you got Balmy Blue, Bubble Bath, Daffodil, Old Olive, Secrecy, and Strawberry Slush. So these are the colors. Here is the item number, and this is how much it is here in Canada. So this week's projects are designed using the Mixed Up Patterns, Designer Series paper, and the Fabulous Saying stamp set. So tonight we're going to create a scrapbook page, and then on Wednesday I'm going to create a card class. Donna says, I have a lot of scrapbooking, gotta get it. Oh, I have a lot of scrapbooking, got to get at it. My son and 3 sons for a month for Vancouver, and his wife and oldest son will be here for 10 days. Oh yes, I remember you telling me that, Donna, that you had family coming from Vancouver. How exciting. They were here for 10 days. So how was your visit? I hope you had a really great time with them. You must have lots of pictures to create with scrapbook. So tonight's page will be easy. I'm going to show you. It's super fun. I think you could use it for anything. All right, so Mixed Up Patterns is what we're using, and I'm just going to throw this over here onto my bucket. We're using the Fabulous Sayings, which is what you can earn for $5. So let me show you where you can find that Mixed Up Pattern. So we are looking at the January to April catalog. If you're here in Canada and you do not have a demonstrator that you are working with, please let me know. I would love to pop one of these in the mail. It goes till May, what did I say? May 4th. So on page 65 of our January-April catalog, you will see this pattern. And really, like, when you look at the pattern, you're like, it's okay. But I actually really like it. I love the 2 Secrecies. If you know me, you know Secrecy is one of my favorite colors. I love the Old Olive print. So I cannot wait to show you my cards on Wednesday because I found there wasn't a lot of inspiration out there for the Fabulous the Fabulous Saying stamp set. So it's so brand new. I turned to a lot of sketches, and I hope you like the cards as much as I liked creating them. But for tonight, I sat down and I thought, what am I going to do for a scrapbook page? This one just kind of stumped me yesterday. So I was looking through the catalog just because I know they have some scrapbooking samples. And I was really drawn to, let me show you where it is. Oh, here, it's in the front page. I was really drawn to the Love Story Scrapbooking Workshop Kit. I actually have this. I have a class going on this on Saturday, and I cannot wait. I've really been loving my in-person classes as much as I love my online. I really liked this layout right here, how they had the stripes and the 3 pictures, and I thought, I wonder if I could case that and create a layout with that. So that is where my inspiration came from. So let's dive in and show you the page that I'm going to create. All right, so let's move this over here. So we are using White Willow. That is our white color that is 12 by 12. It was a color that came over from close to my heart, but it's a really nice one. I have, and if you follow me, you know I post so what I usually do is once this, let me just straighten up my pieces over here. Once this video is done processing, I find it takes about 24 hours for the video to process. Once the video is done processing, I will upload this to my blog, which is www.stampwithann.com. So make sure you follow me over there so that you can see all the measurements. I'm just going to pull up my camera here. I just want to make sure that I can give you guys a good view. So I want to make sure I can see. That's probably me shadowing it. Sorry, guys. Okay, make sure I'm straight. I think that's a little better. Yeah, you can see a little bit more. So tomorrow, hopefully tomorrow night I can do it. I also will need to take a picture of the layout once we're done with it. So hopefully it's a good day tomorrow for like sunlight or clear that I can take that picture. Either way, it'll be up on my blog in the next few days. I will give you the measurements and this video so that you can go back to it and recreate it if you want to recreate it. All right, I think we're straight. So I have, this is the mixed up patterns. We'll just show you. So this is Strawberry Slush. And I love this one, Secret Sea. I thought this would be great for a masculine birthday card. So I want to make sure you follow me on Wednesday night to see what I did. This is super cute, like little polka dots. I thought this would be cute like as a baby, like a baby card. You can't really see it in the video, but maybe if I turn it on the side, you might be able to see it. And then it has this fun green pattern. We all need some sunshine in our life. Here in Ontario, oh my gosh, it was like a week ago, it was like 13 degrees. I was like, this is beautiful. Like I was, you know, loving it. The snow was melted off the driveway. You saw green grass, and then boom, we got hit with like a major snowstorm last week where we shut the whole schools down. And today it's just been blustery. The boys loved playing in the snow, making snowmen, tobogganing down the snowbanks in the snow made, and playing board games. Oh, that sounds like fun. We had a lot of fun playing board games over the holidays too. So I love this one, and then that's a pretty floral. And then I did, what other pattern did I do here? So I showed you that one. Oh, and then I had, so just have like 8 pieces. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're going to lay our patterns down, and I'm going to go right up against, I kind of can't remember how I did this yesterday. I kind of like put it out, and then I was like really liked it. Okay, I'm gonna go there, I'm gonna go there. Oh right, because that's the side, but it's the other side. Okay, and then I'm gonna go up. So I'm really just creating my pattern of stripes. Now I might need to just look at my layout here because I feel like, nope, I'm missing one here. Blue, yellow, green, blue, oh yeah, green here. This is a green, and then here. Okay, I just want to look at the reference in the catalog, so just give me a minute while I reference that, because I just kind of was following this pattern. Okay, so this one is like that, and this one goes up. So like that, that goes up, and that goes up. This comes down, that goes up. This is kind of like, oh, my puppy has got the zoomies. Oh my gosh. Here he comes into the room. He's so tired. Okay, I think I like that. That's the way we're gonna go. So just a little staggering of the stripes up and down. These stripes, I'm gonna take this one off the end. They are measured at 1.5 by 8.5. Like I said, I will put all these measurements on my blog for you. And you really want them to go up against each other so that they will go right over to the thing. All right, let me get my glue, and let's go ahead and glue down here. I'm just going to come in this way. So this pattern paper would be very good for a variety of cards. I call it like the all occasional pack, because sometimes like the one I showed last week was more for Valentine's Day, where this one is more like you can use it for a lot of different reasons. I'm like you, Donna. I have a lot of scrapbooking that I need to catch up on. And I told my friend, I was like, that is my goal. I just have to be like, get my work done and be like, okay, I'm coming into my room. Maybe like a Friday night. That would be like a really good treat after a long week at work. And just pick like a scrapbook and start printing some pictures. I think that's what we need to do. I always like to go back and look through the albums. It's like you're walking through, like taking down a trip down memory lane. So fun. Oops, I just got glue on my mat here. Oh, I cannot wait for Stampin' Up to get some tape runners in. All right, let's keep going. Do that. Oh no. Oh, come on. Okay. I'm going to go down a little bit with this one. The one I don't mind using the glue, but I hate when it gets on my hands. Ugh. It's like so sticky. If anyone has any tips for those, please let me know. I'm going to come up a little bit with that. And I'm going to come down a little bit with that. So we're pretty close to the edge, which is pretty good if you ask me. I thought I would, like when I was creating this layout, I was like, what am I going to use this layout for? You can actually use this layout for anything. Like you could use it for a birthday page. You could use it for like maybe you in your craft room, like you at a scrapbooking craft. Like there's lots you can do with this page. I have decided that one of my goals is this year is to eat better. Like I eat pretty well, but it's trying to add more protein, different snack ideas, meal prepping, maybe adding some strengthening, like doing some stretches and exercising. Like I do walk most nights when it's not so freezing outside. So I thought I'm going to use the same, and I'll show you in a minute which one I'm going to use, but I thought that would be a great way to document things I'm doing. All right, so there is our stripes. I have 3 mats that are 3 1/4 by 4 1/4, which will hold a 3 by 4 page perfectly. 3 by 4 photo perfectly. Oh my gosh, it was like today was a good day at work. It's, you know, when you like, yeah, my brain's like, whew, school brain. 3 by 4, 3 1/4 by 4 1/4 photo mats, which will hold a 3 by 4. This is our Strawberry Slush 2-tone cardstock. So if you're new to Stampin' Up and you're like scrolling and you come by our videos, the only way Stampin' Up carries 12 by 12 now is in our 2-tone cardstock, and it has every color, which I think works out to be 53 colors, but actually you get 2 colors in one. So it's almost like you have 106 colors. So this is Strawberry Slush. That is the dark side. And if I flip it over, you can see the light. So you can really see the difference in the 2-tone. Our 2-tone cardstock is perfect for tearing, crumpling it. You can, my favorite way to use a 2-tone cardstock obviously is in scrapbooking, but I love using it in our embossing folders and taking a sanding block and sanding. So that is some really, you really see the difference. Some of the colors, it's really hard to see the light and dark, but on other colors you really can see. So we're going to use the dark. I tried to pull the Strawberry Slush from the colors. I was trying to think of like, what colors do I want to use? So I am going to put my 3 photo mats just kind of down like this, like centered, like spread them out so that they can just hang like that. And I'm just going to set them there just for now so that I can figure out how I want this. Down here is kind of where I'm going to do my journaling. Now, you should always journal because scrapbooking is telling a story. You are telling a story for future generations. So you looking at this page, you will know like, oh, that's me. That was in 2026. I was like this month. You would remember that. But someone down the road in 10 years might be like, what were they doing in that photo? Or for example, say you're at a birthday party and you have multiple family members. Maybe you want to document who was in the photo, whose birthday you were celebrating. You want to tell about like you want to document the feelings and the emotions so that when someone was to look back, they'd be like, oh, right, we were celebrating this person's birthday. I remember that day. It was such a fun day. Remember, we had chocolate cake. And when they look at the pictures, those memories will come back, right? So that is what we're trying to do. So always make sure you put a date and where you were and who was in the photos. Because how many times have you looked at a photo from like your grandparents' era or something, and you're like, who was in this photo? Like you're trying to guess, right? Who was in that photo? So help your family members out by doing that. All right, so I have a Secret C piece here, and it is 4.5 by 2 1/4. So I'm gonna put that down here. I have a white, so my white is 2 by 4 1/4, and that's going to sit in there. So we're gonna do a little stamping. I think, you know what? I think I might pop up my photo boxes. I'm gonna leave those there for a minute. We're gonna do some stamping. I'm actually just gonna leave this here. I'm gonna move this off to the side, and we're gonna do some stamping. So as I was saying to you, I thought I would use this for a little bit of encouragement, like, hey, Anne, you're doing a great job on the meal prepping, the exercising, and just trying to feel better overall. So when I was looking at the Fabulous Saying stamp set, I was like, oh, you could do anything. I was like, how can I use that? And I was like, that will be perfect for my page that I want to do. So I thought I would document like one day when I was meal prepping, or like me walking outside with my puppy in the one day, or like if I'm doing some exercises, I thought I could do that. So there's many ways you could use this page. This could also be a good graduation page. You can do anything. It could be about you in scrapbooking, right? All right, so I put my photo polymer stamp on my clear mat. I am using the clear mat from Stampin' Up. I have a clear block. If you are new to Stampin' Up, starting in November 2025, all of our stamp sets are now photo polymer. I'm excited about this change because I do like photo polymers because I like where I can see where I'm stamping. I am using Secret C, which is one of the new 2025 in colors. Oh my gosh, can you believe that? Which means, so 2025, they're around for 2025, 2026. In April, like I'll probably see them in March, but in April, May is when our new 2026 catalog starts, and we're going to see the 2026 in colors, which means our 2024 in colors will be retiring soon. So it's always a good time to like check your stock. All right, I'm just pulling this a little closer so that I can see where I'm stamping. So you're going to just stamp straight down and straight up. It says you can do anything. Look at that. Isn't that good? I love the Secret C color, and the reason I love it, I love that it looks like it's black. So you look like you're stamping a black. So I actually have our cleaning mats. I am old school. This is what I've used since day one. So this is our stamping scrub. I have stamping mist, and I've just here. So I sprayed the mat and cleaned my stamps. That's how I do it. It's kind of like you're protecting your stamps. Like has like the ink has, not the ink. The mist has rubber, the conditioning. All right, so as I shared with you last week, Stampin' Up came out with this new packaging. And this new packaging, they are no longer doing the print. So I'm going to show you actually what I mean by this. So this is our red rubber stamp sets, cling. And Stampin' Up has phased out the cling. And the reason why they phased out the cling was because they were finding it really hard to source the red rubber material. So as of November 2025, they've gone to the photopolymer, but some stamps are still in this until they carry over. So you can see here they have like this. And in our old photopolymer stamp sets, they used to have an insert that showed us where to put your stamps. And so kind of like this would be on the inside. Well, they're not doing that right now. I really hope Stampin' Up changes that. So what I did was, when I got this, I took the clear plastic, like a thin plastic off, and I stamped this in Memento ink, and then I flipped it down, and I actually put it right onto my sleeve this time. So now I have that image, so it shows me where my stamps are. The reason I like that is because if I'm doing a class, these things stick to anything. I want to be able to look at the stamp set and go, oh yeah, I have all the stamps I need, or oh my gosh, one is missing, where is that? So I'm looking for it and not discovering it 3 weeks later when I probably have thrown out the garbage already. All right, we are going to bring in the hooray. So we're going to, little hooray, and we are going to stamp that on basic white. This piece should be fine. And we are going to use strawberry slush. So I thought strawberry slush and secret seed. Super nice colors together. All right, we're going to stamp hooray, just like that. Oh, it's kind of crooked. Let me make sure it's good there. Hooray. Okay. We're going to clean that off. And make sure I'm actually going to close my stamp. Hold it on my finger. Close my ink pad. Bring this back in, and we're going to put it down. So as I said on Wednesday night, so set your alarms, Wednesday night at 7, I'm going to be showing you 4 cards made with this stamp set. All right, so we're going to put that back in the sleeve. So this is our new packaging that Stampin' Up! Has come out with. It's super fun. I can tell you, look at the difference of like how thin it is. You could fit like 2 of these for 1 case. So more room on your shelf to buy things is what I say. Okay, let's bring in my paper trimmer here for a quick minute. And we are going to just trim up this word. Right there, hopefully. And I like to just trim off my ends. I like to go as close as possible as I can without. All right, so there is our one. Now, what I'm gonna do is we have a new punch out. It is called, oh, I think it's the triple banner punch, 3 banner punch, banner punch. If you were in the online store and you search banner punch, it should come up. I love it. It has 3 coordinating punches, but it also coordinates with a stamp set called the banner. I think it's called Banner Sayings or Banner something. I can't remember what it is. It's new. It's part of the online exclusives. So we are going to use this, and I am going to use this one up here. So when I punch, I like to punch towards me just because I want to see where I'm punching. If I was like this, I would not know if I was getting my paper straight. I like to punch towards me. So I have that little punch right there. And what we're going to do is we're going to make sure that this fits in here, and that oh no, I need to trim it. All right, so I'm going to bring in the scissors for this because it's just, I need to go a little closer and hope that I get it straight. This is very popular. A lot of demonstrators will do this. I've even seen like the concept artists do this, or they just take like a word and trim it. And then you can layer it on to like a punch. All right, let's make sure this fits now. Oh yes, it does. Okay, so let's go ahead and put this here. Oh no, I think my glue is running out. Oh my gosh, how am I glue? There we go. All right, I'm just gonna put that down there. So like, hooray, you can do anything is how my title's gonna go. All right, so let's bring that back in. And before I do that, I'm gonna glue this down. So what I thought was I would use this white, oh my gosh, my glue I think is running out. Oh no, this is why I need to use a glue thing. Oh, I need to clean my thing after. I thought I would write on here, you can do anything. And maybe it's something that I'm going to work on as a goal, and then I can like maybe show the progress over time. All right, I am gonna put this down here. So let's go ahead, I'm gonna pop these up, add a little bit of dimension. These are Stampin' Dimensions. I call them pop-up dots, aka pop-up dots. They'll come with like all that I filled them out. So don't throw around these other edges because they make great ones that you can do however you want. So let's just go ahead and put those down here. And I'm going to pop this one down first. Oh, my puppy has finally fallen asleep. Okay, so let's just, I'm going to make sure I don't measure. I really just eyeball everything. It's probably a good thing. It could be a bad thing. It could be crooked. All these blustery snow days sure makes you want to just stay home and go into your craft room and play some music or watch a movie while you create. You know what? I know friends who do that all the time. They will create and have movies on. I tried it. I got so engrossed in the movie that I would come back to my project and I'd be like, what was I doing? I can't. I have to watch, like I'll listen to music or I'll watch some training or, yeah, I tried it. It just did not work out. I had to laugh because I was like, what was I doing? Or like someone comes in and talks to you and then you're like, you missed the show. So yeah, I can't do that. I'm not much of a movie person actually. Sometimes I like more when they're music, like musicals. All right, so there's our 3. Now I am going to just, I'm going to bring in a little bit of tape here. I'm only going to put a little bit on here just because I need to like do my journaling and I want to make sure that I don't want to pop it up because then that'll be, when you try to write on it, it will feel like bumpy. So I just really want to make sure that I can write, and if I make a mistake, I can easily pull it up. All right, so we're going to bring in, hooray, you could do anything. We're going to pop that up. So let's bring in our little mini dimensionals. And put that right there. Oh, I forgot one piece. Hold on. Hold the thing. So I've seen it sitting over here. So let's do that. All right, I'm going to pull that back in. I'm going to save that. This is what I was going to do. That's why I have the textured notes here. All right, have that. When I was creating this page, I thought it would be nice to have some greenery. So I looked through my dies, and I do not have any dies that cut greenery. So that is one thing I will be fixing in the near future. So I kind of went through my stamp set to be like, what can I find? And I found the textured note stamp set. This was a stamp set that came out. It is a bundle. It came back out, I want to say in May or July of last year. This is actually in the last chance list, which means it will go away. So we're going to use this right here. I thought that was some nice greenery. I just kind of wanted to add like a little bit of like color to it and to pull off that old olive color. So we are going to stamp an old olive onto our white. And when it's a big stamp like this, I tend to flip my ink pad over and stamp like this. Now, there are no dies that cuts this out. I do not believe. I could be wrong. You know what? I can't remember. I should go look. I did fuss. You know what? I did look, and I don't think it did. I think it was more other things. Okay. We're just going to fussy cut it. Yeah, so that is something I need to look into, is getting some greenery. When I was looking through the catalog, I really like the Greenery Lane bundle, so I might get that. And I also like, you know what, I wasn't sure about it, was Nature Sympathy. No, not Sympathy, Sympathy. It is also in the mini catalog. I had my team meeting yesterday, so I'm the leader of the Stamp to Create, and we do swaps, and I participated this month, and I got a lot of cards with that bundle, so I was like, oh, maybe I should get it, or see if I can borrow somebody's. Anyway, so I do need to look. So a reminder that if you place an online order in my online store, the best thing about ordering online is the order actually ships right to you, and you can shop 24/7. So if you're in your craft room at 3 in the morning and you run out of something, you can go online and place an order. If you were to place a $50 order, $50 before shipping and taxes, you will qualify for this week's card class to go. And if you place $100 order, so an extra $50, you could qualify for the Fabulous Saying stamp set. It's kind of like a great little promotion right now. All right, here. I'm just cutting this out. Sorry, I have to be closer to see what I'm doing. Okay. You know what? They could probably have dies. All right, so I have this fun little greenery. I'm going to bring it in. And I thought I would, tuck it in behind just to kind of like have it as popped out. So let's go ahead and I'm going to lay that flat actually. So let's go ahead and put some glue. I think I'm going to have to get us a new glue bottle for Wednesday's class. I feel like, oh, there we go. I'm running out. Hopefully the seal will be back in stock soon. So just kind of like put that there. Just kind of adds like pulls like a little bit of the green in. I actually thought about like doing some stamping in the background, but I was like, no, I kind of want to leave it like so that it's, make sure I'm straight here. I kind of wanted to leave it so that it was just plain, like crisp and clean. I think that was what I was looking for. Okay, then I have the hooray, you did it. Okay, so there is our 12 by 12 scrapbook page featuring the Fabulous Saying stamp set, which is our product of the month this month, and the Mix It Up pattern paper. That's a mouthful. Mix It Up pattern paper. So as I said to you, this will hold 3 by 4 photos, and you can do anything. You can use this for anything you want. It could be like an extra, it could be something that you're trying to achieve. It could be a scrapbook page. It could be whatever you want. You could change this layout to be a birthday layout. This could be a fun Christmas layout. So the one thing I wanted to share when I create my scrapbook pages is even though you see something that's designed for one theme, doesn't mean you have to use it for that theme. You could easily switch it out. How fun would this be with different colors of Christmas pattern paper? You have your you could be like family. You could, Donna says she played board games. So she could do like a fun page with the board games and then list the board games that they played for Christmas. We played Catan. We played a couple of rounds of Catan. And then we got Uno, No Mercy Uno, and oh my gosh, it is the best. We were like laughing so hard we were crying because it was so much fun. Anyways, so lots of great ideas that you can do this. So just showing you that you could take a sketch idea and create it and make it your own. That's the one thing I love about scrapbooking. There's no right or wrong. All right, so let's do a quick recap. We are using the Fabulous Sayings stamp set, which is product of the month, product this month, which means you can add it to your cart here in Canada for $5 if your order is over $100. We paired it with the Mixed Up pattern paper, which you can find in the January to April catalog or online. And we created, you can do anything scrapbook page. So I will take a picture of this tomorrow night in the better lighting. And once the video finishes processing, I will upload it to my blog and all the details will be there. And under this video, I will link it to the blog so you can find it if you're watching a replay, and all the other information that you will need. Also, make sure you sign up for my newsletters because, and that link will be also in the end of this, at the bottom of this video. The reason why I want you saying you should sign up is you guys are the first ones on Monday morning to find out what my product of the week is. And then on Sundays, I give you a recap. So I will link you the video. I'll show you this page and I'll give you the link. I'll show you my Wednesday night crafting video, which will be the card class to go. I will give you the link and then I'll show you some other things. It's a great way so you don't have to go back and try to find it. It's right in your inbox for you to do. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. I would love to know what you thought of our scrapbooking page tonight. If you create a scrapbook page similar to this, I would love to see it. Share it with me online or put it in the comments. As I said, I would love to see what you create. Stay warm if you're here in Canada and you're in the blistery snow weather. Go do something that makes you happy. Go to your craft room, go to your happy place, go read a book, cozy up on the couch, watch a movie, whatever you do, whatever you need to do to recharge and relax is what I am encouraging you to do. I have a little bit of more work to do, and then I'm off to watch hockey and just hang out on the couch. So, thank you so much for joining me tonight. Set your alarm for 7 p.m. I will be back on Wednesday night, and I will be bringing you 4 cards using the Fabulous Saying stamp set. All right, everyone, have a great rest of your day. Talk to you real soon. Bye.